Hello, I'm about to make blueberry banana muffins. Don't ask me why I have that combination. It's because I have blueberries and I have blueberries and I have banana. So I just want to make something quick and easy that I can have as a snack during the week. To start, I usually start with the dry products. So I have my 1.5 cup of flour. I'm gonna add an extra cup of flour. But I have my flour and I'm gonna have add sugar. So I'll show you every step. So I like to pass my flour through like a sieve. I don't know why. I think I heard like it creates some air or something. I'm not the best baker in the world, but usually it turns out nice. So let's see. So I'm doing exactly the same thing. This is 1 cup of sugar. I do exactly the same thing with the sugar. I pass it through the sieve so that it just sieves through. There you go. And then I do have, so I put a cup of sugar. I put 2 cups of flour and a cup of sugar. And then I have a half teaspoon of salt, which I do exactly the same thing. Pass it through the sieve. Then I add approximately 2 teaspoons of baking powder. It's not up to 2 teaspoons, just 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, because you don't want too much. I don't like when it's excess. I don't like the taste when it's excess. So the same thing, sieve it through the flour. Now, usually that will be it for the dry ingredients, but because I like to be a little bit extra, I have some cinnamon and nutmeg, like about half teaspoon of cinnamon and nutmeg, which I'm going to add because I like the flavor that it gives to my baking. So same thing, pass through the sieve. And this is it for all my dry ingredients. I'm gonna come to the wet one in a second. Now for the wet ingredients, I have eggs. I have 2 eggs, like medium-sized eggs. I have milk, because I usually use almond milk, so that's the only milk I have. So that's what I'm using, almond milk. I have vanilla extract, and I do have butter. So those are the wet ingredients. So you take half a cup of almond milk. I'm gonna put it into my blender and you're going to see why. Well, before I continue, the butter, you're supposed to have about half a cup of butter, but I never really know how to measure butter because it's always blocked. So I just use my eyes, as most Africans do. These are eyes for measurement. So to me, this is enough butter, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to put it a bit in the microwave because I think you're supposed to mash it, but I don't know how to mash anything. So I'm going to put it in the microwave just to melt a little bit, just for a few seconds. In the meantime, I'm adding a teaspoon of vanilla extract into my wet ingredients. I'm also adding the eggs into my wet ingredients in the blender. Now the butter is well melted, so my life is much easier. And I'm going to just add the bananas in the wet ingredients as well in the blender. So even though normally you should mash the banana, I don't have the energy to be mashing anything. So one day I just decided, let me try blending it, and it turned out fine. So since then I've been blending my wet ingredients or anything that I have to mash. So I know that the only manual thing I have to do is mixing everything together. So I'm just going to blend it now. So now everything is ready. So I have my blended mixture, wet mixture, my butter. I didn't put it because I didn't want to mess my blender. And then my washed fresh blueberries and my dry ingredients. And now I'm just gonna mix everything together. Every single thing together I'm gonna put, and I'm gonna stir turn as I do. I'm doing it with a wooden spoon. So I'm gonna pause and get this done. I have to fold in the blueberries, and I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I don't think so. Okay. So I have a helper helping me video. Can you see inside? Can you see inside here? Okay. So I'm just mixing as a mixologist. I'm going to do blueberries right now. What do you think? You think more blueberries? I think I should add more blueberries.
Mm-hmm. I want to change the color.
You want to change the color? Yeah. I get everything we put out. Very kind of the almost ready. Some people like it thicker, so that the texture is like a little bit thick. What is doing here? You can mash some of the blueberries in the process. Yeah, I don't like mashed. I'm just gonna do it. I need to add a little more blueberries because I have much more. I'm just gonna throw in more. Okay. That's it for now. So I'm adding more blueberries because I really like blueberries and I have a lot, so there's no point minimizing it. And at this point, I need to preheat my oven. People usually do it before they even start the preparation, but I find the oven too hot for me if I do that beforehand, because sometimes I waste a lot of time with the mixing. So, but now it's almost done, so I can do that. Maybe I should put a little of the blueberry in the blender to mix as well, because I'm struggling a bit with it, trying to mash it in the bowl. So anybody who eats it's gonna be eating some full blueberries. So let's just say the mixture is ready. Let me give you some to taste so you can have an idea of what it tastes like. See? How's it?
Nice.
Okay, so I'm gonna oil the pan. So now I'm just putting the parchment baking cups, parchment paper in each of them, so that I can, because you can bake directly in them, but you have to oil it, if not it will stick together. So it's just easier to put it in the parchment paper. Makes life easier. I have 12 of them right there. So I have some vegetable oil I had poured in here, or granite oil as we like to call it in Nigeria. I don't know why I call everything granite oil, even when it's written clearly vegetable oil. So I like to oil the paper, even though I don't know if it makes sense, because I don't think the baking will stick to it. But I still like to oil it. So I'm gonna complete that. I see why I just put on the oven, because this takes me time to oil. So I finished oiling the cups, and now I'm going to start transferring from my bake mixture to the cups. So you can just use a spoon and you scoop it. It's usually very sticky and I always make a mess. But oops. You just have to put in I'm gonna clean it around it before I put it in the bacon. In for bacon. Always a mess. You can press the red. Red. Okay, so I have finished. I've managed to put all of this inside. I made a little bit of mess, but I cleaned it out, so that's not too bad. Now, some people like to add some sugar on top on the sprinkle, but I don't really care for it. So I'm gonna put on part of it and not on part of it. So I'm gonna sprinkle like sugar bay. I don't know if you remember that that video went viral with the salt bay a few years ago. So this is my own sprinkle of sugar, just for some of them, and that's it. And now it is ready. Well, sugar didn't really go inside, but it's ready to bake. So I'm going to put it in the oven for about 25 minutes, and then I'll check and see if it's ready. Okay. So while that's happening, you can go do whatever you want to do. You could go eat, wash, whatever. Wash your dishes. In my case, I need to go take a shower because I just came back from Zumba. Okay, so I'll let you know when it's ready. Like usually, like you can use a toothpick and you like put it in. It should come out clean if it's ready. So it comes out clean. There's nothing on it. Simple. Do you mind? It's clean.